Hi guys, welcome back to the channel again. In this R&D episode, we are going to show you the modification of the air filter box and the install of a larger diameter stainless steel intake pipe on the stock PCX 160. We will also show you the install of PCX 150 manifold and 30mm throttle body.
Right guys, another day and we are completing another piece of the puzzle, and that is installing the engine in the frame today. So here you can see the PCX 150 throttle body installed, and to run this one you need to do the conversion from the throttle body cables. So with the stock PCX 160 cables you won't be able to connect them. That's not possible. So we will also remove the manual valve because we worked an adapter out, which is the first one, nowhere available yet. We just worked it out so we can operate it based on the ECU. So the manual one we will remove, and let's see how the wires will work out, because I'm not sure if we connect them straight to the old connector that they will function as they should. I'm really not sure about that, so let's find it out and improve if it's not correct. So yeah, because we are using a PCX 150 throttle body, you need to install also the PCX throttle position, map sensor, etc. Box, and connect it with also a wire loom. Otherwise it won't work. It's totally different. Honda like to make changes, so that's what you need to use. Yeah, these will be removed now and they will be replaced by the high performance ones. We have chosen is a set from YSS, and yeah, they should do a better job than the stock shock. So yeah, here we go. That looks much better. So right, let's install these and take a look how that goes. The new shock absorbers have been installed off camera, and they are ready to be installed on the new engine with the 173cc kit. And these are the cables then which we installed already. So these are ready for the PCX 150 throttle body. We are using a 34mm throttle body. Let's see how that turns out. Good results or not. Anyway, we are using the PCX 150 throttle body, and you need to run these cables all the way up here. So this wouldn't give any issues. So yeah guys, another thing we will do is we open the intake tube from the air filter box to the throttle body. The throttle body is 34mm, the stock intake is mentioned for 34mm. So we will show you how to do it, and we modify here the stock pipe. Let's compare this with yeah. So this one go here, this one go here, and what a difference in diameter. So this one goes here. Anyway, if you want to run a big throttle body, it's pointless if you don't remove that. Bad idea and need to be done. So yes, we will show you now how you can do that. So first of all, we need to remove the stock intake tube, and that's a bit barbaric. Just yeah, pull it out with force. Okay, it seems that, yeah, here it goes. Comes out. It's a bit done with brutal force, as you can see. That's basically the only way how to do it. Yeah, we need to modify the diameter from that box anyway. We need to make that larger so it would fit, because that's way too small. That's way too small. So yeah, let's do that. And we have also the grommet for it to make a perfect seal. But we did this before and we know that we need to cut a piece out of it, because the problem is that there's no plastic enough on the air filter box to make the hole as large as it should be without removing any material from this grommet. Okay, we show you how to do it, guys. So now we make the hole larger for the grommet and the large stainless steel intake pipe. Well, he's checking the diameter from the intake pipe, but that's not enough. Because keep in mind, the grommets also have a certain thickness. So you need to prepare the hole to accept the intake pipe and the grommet. So it will be much larger than only the outer diameter of the intake pipe. But anyway, that's the way how to do it. Just go around and around, and this fits now, yeah, but not with the grommet. Oh yeah, and also guys, yeah, I forgot to mention that the diameter is conical. So it starts with a small diameter and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So the small diameter not only need to fit, but the larger side as well. Which it seems to be all right now, yeah. Now test the rubber, the grommet. See, the problem is you don't have much here anymore to cut, but you still need to be larger. So that's a bit the problem with these large intake pipes, to get it right. Yeah, make the plastic smooth. So remove all these grinding little, how you call that, raffled plastic. Yeah. Cut it, then you push it inside, and you see how far you go. See, there is no material enough to push it over, and you need to hook the grommet on something. So if you have no material left, that's a no-no. Not perfect, but yeah, that's the way you need to do it. You don't need to do this if you use a large intake for the stock throttle body. Then there is enough material left on the air filter box to modify the hole to that, or to enlarge the hole to that outer diameter from the intake pipe. But with this size of intake pipe, you need to cut the grommet. Yeah, cut it a little bit more, because if you push the intake pipe inside, it still pushes it a little bit outside, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you really need to twist it and push it inside, guys. And then we put some silicone and hold it to the light to see if there is a gap somewhere, and then you just simply close it with some silicone, and it won't leak any air anymore. Job done. Okay, moving forwards. Okay, let's install the new intake on the 34mm throttle body. Okay, so if the clamp, if the first thread, or how you call that, from the clamp is gone, just cut it off, make a fresh one to start with. Yeah, and well, Thailand style or not, it did the job. So good. Hook that one up. And like this, guys, we have now the big stainless steel intake pipe installed on the stock air filter box and the 34mm throttle body. So yeah, this one we will remove to install the stock ESCV valve, and so we don't need to use the manual one. So yes, this is the stock ESCV valve from the PCX 150, but they changed the connector. It's no longer this connector, but totally another one now on the ESP Plus engine. So yeah, we worked the wire loom out to make it happen. Will the wires be connected the right way? Let's find out, because at this moment we only hope so, but we have no idea. So let's check that out. We continue installing the air filter box with the large stainless steel intake pipe, and this is how it looks like. Ready to deliver some power. Something I need to point out as well is that the intake pipe doesn't fit a PCX 160 throttle body. So if you use a PCX 150 throttle body, you need to use PCX 150 manifold as well. And we worked out a special adapter plate for that to make this happen, because it's totally different. So the manifold need to be installed on the throttle body and with an adapter to make this happen. So don't forget that, guys. Everything need to be changed. Yeah, here you can see actually where I was talking about the PCX 150 ASCV valve with this connector, now installed on the wiring harness from the PCX 160 with the cable we have worked out. So just click it in, and yeah, perfect. This can be installed. We go ahead and remove the manual ESCV valve, and yeah, install the original one from the PCX 150. Let's see how that will turn out, good result or not. Yep, this is how it looks like exactly. Yep, compared to the stock to the manual one. So yeah, let's install that one, and let's figure out if the wires from that jumper is wired the right way or not. And this one can be plugged in right away, which is not possible with the PCX 160 injector on a PCX 150 ESCV valve. So job done. Next step, guys, and if you install the large stainless intake pipe, then remove that one, because that's a small diameter as well. So yeah, remove that one, and just yeah, see that's a small diameter. Just put everything back together without this one installed. Okay guys, so we have removed that much from the intake pipe, because we couldn't install the stock air filter inside the air filter box. So we will see what this modification will do. It should be better now. We had to push the stainless intake pipe further inside, and now it makes a straight fit. Now it's perfect, huh, bike? Yeah. Now it looks really good. Yeah. So we had to push a little bit further inside, guys. If you're not able to install the filter element inside the air filter box, then you need to push the tube further inside and to cut a little bit away from it. Let's check how much we cut away. 15 millimeter we cut away from it. So yeah, okay, noted, and makes a perfect fit now. Next chapter, let's continue. And now we should be able to install the air filter element 100% without touching the no intake pipe. Perfect. So now it's not touching the pipe, the new stainless intake pipe. The air filter element looks dirty, and we need to replace that, but that will be something we do later on, so no problem. Okay guys, let's unite the engine with the frame again. That's an idea, right? Yeah, don't forget to hook that ground wire up, because you need that one. I don't know if you can see it on video, but this is really, this is a stock fuel hose, and it's a really thin fuel hose. Amazing, to be honest. So yeah, we will replace that one as well with the larger one. Okay, so let's remove it. Yeah guys, this is where we are looking at. So this is PCX 160. This is a PCX 160 stock fuel hose, and it starts pretty okay. You think, okay, I'm running a large diameter hose, and then suddenly you see where you're really running with, and it's amazing how small this is. I mean, whoa. And this for the 160. So this you can see, and this is hidden because that's the end that goes to towards the fuel pump, so you don't see that. If you install an injector, then you see the big hose, but you don't see that very thin hose. So yeah, interesting to say the least, guys. And for the first startup, we will install the 222 new series injectors we have, and see how these will run with a 173cc big valve head. So yeah, let's install these, see what it does, and then we can still adjust if it is too big or yeah, whatever. Okay, so let's connect that one. And okay guys, we have juice injectors installed. Now we did a throttle cable conversion already, as I mentioned before. Without this conversion it's not possible, guys, keep that in mind. And now it's just to hook them up and no worries, but without, I said, not possible, so keep that in mind, guys. So yeah, guys, if you are not sure how to install it, the one with the double hook with the two I don't know how to say it, I call it two hooks, goes on top. This is the correct way. So this one goes on top and the single one goes below. So if you doubt, don't doubt, that's the correct way how to do it. Yeah. So this is a double hook and there's a single one below, this one on top.
In the next episode, we hook up the injector, we install the stage to sound adjust exhaust system, and start the engine, so tune in again, guys, to see this happen. And take a look to the Yamanashi website. We are ready to deliver all parts you need worldwide to your doorstep.